Hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineinmypocket.com. Today I wanted to show you the December Hedgehog Hollow Kit. I had some questions about why I haven't shared this yet, and that's because the mail took extra long to get to me this time. So here is a look at what's inside. The first two glitters are so beautiful. Those are the Maker Forte glitters. And you get a green and kind of a magenta hot pink. And this is the floral hedgehog. It is so big, like the size of my hand. The stencil is absolutely one of my favorites. These look like kind of birch trees, but they have some leaves on them. I'm going to use that in a card today. And then let me show you the rest of the stamp sets. This one is called Forest Friends, and you get all these cute critters. You might recognize the bear and the little moose there because I've already done cards with them, but you also get a bunny rabbit, a raccoon, a deer, a squirrel, an owl, and some really great sentiments too. Here's that bear card that I made as my first card, and then I've made also this moose card with the cute moose and these punny sentiments. These sentiments are called Animal Greetings, and you get "Have an amusing day. Thank you very much. I'm nuts about you. You're a dear friend." And then all of these beautiful leaf and greenery stamps. And then also comes in the kit these printables. These are printed on toner paper, so you can actually foil these. And I thought it would be so cute to use that with the floral hedgehog. We're actually going to use that also on our card today. So let's get started with our card. I'm starting out with some Bristol smooth paper, and I am going to take all these distress inks in various colors of blue, and I'm just kind of smushing them on my craft mat here. I'm going to spray them with a little bit of water, and then I'm just going to smush my cardstock right in there. You can see the colors kind of mix, and they make a little bit of a purpley color as well, which is really fun. And it starts out really light. So what I'm going to do is dry this with my heat gun here. And then once it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and put it back into the ink. This is a really fun and easy way to get kind of a watercolory look background. And I'm going to do this over and over again, just by smushing it in the ink and then drying it in between, and until I use up all of that ink and get a really beautiful result. So you can see here that I'm drying it for the last time, and I pretty much used all the ink on my craft mat here. You could add more if you want to, but I think this looks really pretty. So I'm going to clean up my mat and then set that aside to dry for just a moment. So now I'm going to take this beautiful tree stencil and I'm going to put it on that background. It is pretty much dry now. And I'm just going to tape that on. And when I did this, I realized that it wasn't staying down on my page as much as I wanted it to. There's a lot of small pieces with those branches, and so I thought it would be way better if I sprayed it with Pixie spray first and then use the stencil that way. So I went outside, sprayed it with the Pixie spray, and now I can place it on my back panel and it's going to stick. And today I'm going to use this fun product. This is Metallix gel, and this is the pearl white color. It is kind of a thick gel. You can see I've used this quite a bit. I'm coming down to the end of my jar here. I really do like this gel. It's thicker than any other gel that I have. It's an interesting consistency, but it still works great. And so I'm going to put it all over the top and then take my scraper tool and scrape it all the way down so we get a nice smooth transition, and all the trees are the same height level, if that makes sense. They're the same thickness of gel. So I'm going to also try to save some of that's on my craft mat, and you can see you can scrape it up and put it right back in the jar so you get a really good amount of use out of this. I think I've had this for nearly a year since Creativation. Anyway, it's been a long time, but I really have enjoyed it. So you can kind of see the pearl shine here. I'll show it to you a little better after it dries, but I want to make sure to clean this up right away on my craft mat, and then I'm going to go clean up my tools and make sure that everything is good to go. So there you can see the pearly shine just a little bit. And as I set that aside to dry, I wanted to use the green and the magenta glitters. So I took a Copic marker and I just colored beneath where I was going to add that green glitter with the green marker. And then I added some glue on top. And the reason I did a green marker was because I wasn't sure how thick the glitter would go on and if there would be anything to show underneath. And if there was, I wanted it to be the same color. So then I added some liquid glue, and I'm just cleaning a little bit of that glue up so that I don't get glitter where I don't want it to stick. And then I'm going to pour that glitter right over the top and set that aside to dry before I shake the excess glitter off. So I'm going to set those ones aside, and now these other two I'm going to do in the magenta color. It's called Scrunchy, I believe, this color, which is really kind of pretty. And then I'm going to use this RV marker, Copic marker, to color in the white parts of the scarves. For these guys, I'll take the liquid adhesive and add it over that magenta marker. And then I'm going to also use a different piece of paper because I got to thinking, well, if I'm shaking off this glitter and I want to put it back in the jar, it needs its own piece of paper. Don't want to mix those glitters. So there they are. I'm going to set these aside for a while till that glue dries. And while that is drying, I'm going to take this toner paper that has the printed sentiments on it, and I'm going to cut one and go ahead and run that through my ink machine. This is the brand new glass slipper color of Deco foil. I love it. And so you can see how beautiful that is with the foil on top. So pretty. When I shake off the glitter, here's a look at that. It seems to be very good coverage here, so I didn't really see beneath to the coloring. I probably could have just skipped that step. Here's kind of a closer look. Look at the glitter. It's really full coverage. I kind of like that green glitter. And this glitter, by the way, matches their British Racing green paper, which is one of my favorite cardstocks from Maker Forte. So that's kind of cool that there's a matching glitter. And then this one, here's these two. Also very good coverage with this scrunchy color. So pretty. So I'm just going to clean up my area with a Swiffer cloth. And then I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut all those images so they're ready to put onto this card. And I'm just going to assemble this card very simply. But first I'm going to make them a little ground to stand on, and I have this edge ripper. I got this from my mom. I have no idea where she got it from, but she's had it for a really long time and she just gifted it to me. So I thought, well, I don't have a decal edge trimmer, so this might be fun. So all you do is put it down and then rip your paper, and it rips kind of like the perfect deckled edge. Similar to just ripping your paper, actually. I've inked this paper with Distress Oxide ink in gray. So that's going to be the ground. For the leaves, you can color on top of this gel, the Metallix gel. And so I just took a green marker and colored right over the top. And I could use any of these sentiments. It would be beautiful. But I love that foil, the touch of foil. But I just wanted to show you all these sentiments would be really cute with all these critters. So I'm just going to attach those critters now with some foam squares, and that's what I have right below the camera here. You can barely see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. But I'm just adding those foam squares, and I'm going to attach all of the critters just like so. And then I also add some foam squares to the sentiment and then attach that to the top. And here we have a beautiful forest critter scene with a foiled sentiment. I added that to a top folding card just with some liquid adhesive, and look at all that shine from the foil, from the Metallix gel, from the glitter on their scarves. A really fun and happy card. I think anyone would be happy to receive this. I hope you enjoyed this project today and a look at the December Hedgehog Hollow Kit. I think they still have a few available. If you're interested, I'll have the information linked below in my video and also on my blog, so you can check it out. Thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. It really does help. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. Here's a few more videos you might be interested in. Go ahead and click on those links to check them out. And thank you again. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.